Hello and welcome to 18WJTS in.form. Well, it's the holiday season and there's special shows and events going on with the Jasper Community Arts and at a couple of different locations. Joining us is the Executive Director for Jasper Community Arts, and that is Kyle Rupert. Kyle, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
Well, there's several things coming up that
Yes.
I guess some are going to be at the Tim Clark Cultural Center, and there's an event that will be held at the Jasper Civic Auditorium.
Jasper Arts Center.
Jasper Arts Center. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yes, okay. I keep seeing JCA, JAC.
Yeah, there's a lot of letters.
Let's start talking about some of the events that are going on. I guess the first one is like with O Tannenbaum, you guys are involved in some way.
Yeah, so at the Tim Clark Cultural Center downtown, as part of O Tannenbaum Days, we are hosting a holiday arts market. A small affair, but it'll feel very big in that space. So we've got a number of different vendors or artists that will be set up in the hallways. We'll have 3 excellent exhibits on display during that time. So Friday and Saturday is when the arts market will happen, and folks can come in and peruse the works of various artists. Of course, we'll still have works available in our gift shop as well. And most of the pieces on display in the exhibits are for sale as well. So if you're looking for that unique item or something that's handcrafted or made within our area, it'd be a perfect opportunity to stop in and see that. So 10 to 7 on Friday, and similar but slightly shortened hours on Saturday during that as well.
And that is during the O Tannenbaum Days
Yes.
in Jasper.
Yep.
And no admission. Right?
Correct.
As you just come in,
Right.
The only money you'd spend is
Right.
what you intend to buy.
Right, and it's really, it has the opportunity for a really great experience during that weekend as well, because during that time, that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Actors Community Theater is presenting a musical in our Black Box Theater titled The Last 5 Years. A very moving story, a very touching story, so you really can make a whole day of it, or an afternoon of it, where you can go to visit the arts market. There are a lot of great restaurants nearby, Hostie's Brew, Pub and Grub, St. Benedict Brew Works. I mean, they're all within walking distance of the facility. And then you can come back and take in a show by 2 really talented performers.
Okay, now, the Black Box Theater, for those it's part of the Tim Clark Cultural Center.
Yes.
It's a section in there. So
Yes.
if you hear about that, there are performances. Is that one of the first performances?
That'll be the first full performance that has taken place in that. There's been some stage readings, there's been some presentations, but this will be the first full performance that takes place in there.
It's O Tannenbaum weekend in Jasper.
Yes.
Okay. Then I think the weekend after you have a weekend, something going on every weekend.
There is something going on every weekend. So what we also didn't talk about was then at the Jasper Arts Center.
Oh, at the same, okay.
Right, that
still
weekend.
on O Tannenbaum weekend.
Right.
Okay.
The Children's Center for Dance Education is performing the Nutcracker at the Jasper Arts Center. So that'll be happening at the Arts Center that weekend. So we've got Arts Center, we've got Cultural Center, we've got all kinds of activity happening that weekend.
So O Tannenbaum is going to be a big weekend.
As the kids say, it's going to be lit.
It's going to be.
That's what I've been told.
I thought you meant with like a Christmas tree, but
Yeah,
I
well,
think they
maybe
mean
that
something
too.
else. But yeah.
And we're also going to have seasonal decorations on many of the windows at the Cultural Center, so that'll look fabulous. And then there will be a fairly large tree on display in the atrium at the Cultural Center as well. So between the 2 facilities, a lot going on. I believe that Sunday, the library is going to have a live reindeer that you can meet in the atrium as well. So a lot going on at the Cultural Center and the Arts Center that weekend. The following weekend...
Now, yeah, I was getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, at the Jasper Arts Center, we've got a fabulous musical coming through. It was supposed to tour last year. Of course, it couldn't. But Christmas in Killarney is coming to the Jasper Arts Center on Sunday, December 12th. And
what is Christmas?
yeah, well, it's a really fantastic story. It's an American couple that gets stuck in this town of Killarney during the holidays, and they learn about all of the Irish traditions around the Christmas season, which a lot of traditions that we follow are based on in part or in full. And so it's got music, it's got Irish dancing. It's going to be a really great experience for the holiday season, and we couldn't be more excited to have it on our stage.
And it is Christmas in Killarney, so there will be a lot of your traditional Christmas songs
Yes.
that are part of that.
Yes.
And that is in the auditorium.
Correct.
Which is a great facility just to watch a show. But this is a full-fledged awesome show. This is
Yeah.
part of the regular performer series.
Yeah, world champion Irish dancer Scott Doherty is a big creative driver behind this show. It's got Broadway direction. It's got an Emmy award-winning set designer that was part of the creative team, and many other talented professionals that created this show and did it in such a way to where it could tour and be presented in venues like ours. So we're very excited. It's going to be a very high caliber experience, quality experience, and really help drive that holiday spirit in people.
And tickets are available now.
They are.
Sometimes it's a great way for a company to reward employees. It might be a way for a group of you to get together for a special Christmas event would be on that night. If you want tickets, how can you find out?
A couple ways. So you can go to our website, jasperarts.org/tickets. You can purchase tickets there, or you can call us. Our number is on our website as well, but it's 812-482-3070, and you can inquire about purchasing tickets or group tickets. We do offer a discount for group tickets, so if it is a company or if it's a large family or a gathering, and you're looking to purchase 20 or more tickets, we can offer you a discount on there.
Okay.
Yeah, it is selling rather rapidly right now, so I don't know how long we'll be able to provide that discount. Once we get fewer than 20 tickets, obviously we can't offer that. And then, of course, your collection of seats, where they're located, starts to dwindle in size as you sell more and more tickets. So they are going quickly. So I would encourage anyone who's interested to get them sooner rather than later. And we hope to see a lot of people there.
Okay. And was there another show?
There is
There's
something.
so many things
I know. There is something that's being worked on for the following weekend. I don't know that it's confirmed yet, so I'll tease it, but I won't give anything specific. But looks like there will probably be something else the following weekend, presented by another organization.
A lot of things going on in Jasper. Now, I didn't know I was going to tell you we were going to do this, but we talked a little bit about Luca Striganoli, who had an amazing show at the Astra. And you alluded to there were people that didn't realize Jasper had the type of shows of that caliber being performed here.
Right. Yeah, no, we had a family that attended that performance, live about 35 minutes away or so, who mentioned that they hadn't lived here long, but they hadn't really looked to Jasper to see anything about live performances because they just didn't, small town, they didn't think that there would be a lot. So, we are in the middle of places like Bloomington and Evansville and Louisville and Indianapolis and Nashville. And so it's easy to not look at those smaller towns or cities for this kind of performance or artistry that is on display. And so they loved the venue, which was the Astra Theater. They loved the performance. And of course, now they're going to be looking more at, let's see what's happening in Jasper, or let's check out these other artists. And so it is really a hidden gem in our community, in our region, I should say, to have both a facility like the Astra and then be able to present artists like Luca.
Well, I think sometimes when you live here, you take for granted what is here. And it's only maybe the people from outside the area that goes, oh, you guys are doing Christmas in Killarney? That was a fantastic show. Or I'd like to. They'll come out of their way here. We should be doing that ourselves because it's being offered here.
Right. Well, I like to think of it as I haven't thought of a great name. I'm sure there's a name out there for it, but it's kind of that vacation effect. When you go on vacation somewhere, you're more willing probably to take in something or an artist that you haven't heard of before because you're on vacation. You're more willing to do those things. But when you're at home, it's like, I'm in my pajamas. Do I want to go? I've never heard of this person. They could suck. I don't know. Yeah. And that's why we work really hard at Jasper Community Arts to make sure that everybody that we put on the stage is someone that, at a minimum, doesn't suck, but is going to be a really talented artist. And odds are you're going to come away thinking, wow, like I probably would never have seen that person perform ever. I'm glad I came to that. So we're working. We have work to do still on the experience overall, and that work will never stop. But I think that's that effect. We had people come from up to 9 hours away to see Luca because of Luca and the show that he put on. But then also like so many questions afterward about the venue, about the community, because they just didn't. They had no idea.
That's why the quality of life is certainly enhanced by what you're doing.
Yeah.
Kyle, thank you very much for being our guest.
Thanks for having me.
It's Christmas with Jasper Arts. Our guest has been Kyle Rupert. Make sure you work now to get your tickets for the Christmas in Killarney. And don't forget, Otanabam weekend. Wow, what a variety of things going on. Thank you for watching 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.